Hey guys, Coach Robbie here from Everyday Athletes. So we just finished the first class of the second block of boxing sessions, so that's the 5th session altogether. So our main focus today was slips and rolls. So I'm going to go over those two first, and then we'll go over the combos that we use them in and the variations on the combos. So your slip, basically you're just getting your head off the center line. You're not going too far, you're not going too low. You're just trying to get your head off that center line for any straight punches that are coming your way. So because we're shifting left to right, you need your feet to give support and your legs to give support left to right. So if you're too side on, it's going to be very hard for you to get any kind of slipping and any balance left to right. So you have your feet a little bit more square. So when you slip to the right, pretty much just a side lean. So your left shoulder's already forward, don't need to do too much there. You're just taking the weight onto your right leg, bending your knee a little bit, you get your head off the center line. When we go to the left, it's a little bit different because our right shoulder's back, so we got to bring that shoulder forward. Okay, so when you're moving to the right, your left shoulder's forward. When you're moving to the left, your right shoulder's forward. Now the reason you want to do this is if you keep that left shoulder forward, try to lean, but now you're going to be off balance, you're not going to have much support here. You can see how weak this leg looks, and it doesn't give you many options. When you bring that shoulder forward and you allow yourself to put some weight here, now you can punch from there, you can pivot from there, you can roll under, so you have a few more options, you have more support, and you have more balance. Okay, so that's our right to left slips. The roll, let's say that if the slip is like the first 10% of a circle, the roll is continuing the circle all the way around. Okay, so I would start, if I was going to the left, so remember, if I'm going to the left, I gotta bring my left shoulder forward, and then I drop it down. Here's the point where I'm shifting my weight over to the right, so that's when the left shoulder comes forward, then I come up. Same here, if I'm in the middle and I'm gonna slip this way, I start just like I would for a slip, then drop, and you're turning underneath, come up the other way. Okay, so now that I'm on my left side, my right shoulder is gonna be forward. Okay, so the combos today were deliberately to get you guys to feel shifting left to right, rolling the shoulders left to right as you do that. So the first combo was jab, slip, uppercut. Okay, so that allows us to come back with the same hand. So I can't really uppercut from here because I already have my shoulder forward, there's not much power to give. But uppercutting with the left from here is much easier. So this combo is specifically set to allow you guys to feel how you can come back from your punches and back from your slips into the next punch. So as you jab, pull this back, and that's going to get you into your slip. So we're pulling the hand back anyway, so you just use that momentum to get down into your slip, and then you're down here, use that momentum or that power to come up with your uppercut. Okay, and then there's a little sidle on the uppercut. You got to get your hip forward so you can get your shoulder and your elbow forward to get that vertical punch. Okay, and then we shift it over to the right. Same thing, pull back into the slip, and then from the slip, we control the uppercut. Okay, so it all fits together pretty nicely to teach you and show you how you're actually going to get that left to right movement and why it's important. So again, I can't left uppercut from here, but I can right uppercut. So now there's no doubt which way you're supposed to move. Okay? Then we added in the pivot. So the pivoting on the angle is pretty simple, but we're going to step out, and then as we step, we're going to add that slip. So you step and slip at the same time. So your head goes the same direction you're stepping to. So some of you guys were slipping this way and stepping that way, but what that's going to do is kind of leave your head in the middle, and then you're kind of stuck in this position. So if you can step out with a slip, you've dodged the punch. Then when you pivot, you've changed the angle. So if your opponent is rushing towards you, you step out of the way, but then you change your angle like a matador, then go through. So neither one is right or wrong, they're just both different variations depending on the situation that you're in. You can slip nice and easy and stay in the middle, you can slip and pivot. Okay, so that's what we're doing with the combo then, was throwing the full set of punches, and then stepping out, pivoting, and then working the combo from here. And then stepping back to where you started. Okay, so that was round 1 to 3. Then rounds 3 to 5 was 2, 3, 2, and roll. So this is where the difference between the roll and the slip comes as we did them today. So when we were throwing the punch and then slipping back, you can't overcommit to this punch because if you're pulling back, it's just going to make your job even harder. So this is more of a sharp punch, pulling back into the slip. But now when we're rolling, we're going this direction with the roll. So like I said, if we're rolling this way, it's just like you start with a slip, but then you carry through. So if I'm throwing my right hand, I can actually start myself moving into that roll already. All I have to do is drop the hips, spin back out. And then we were adding a double roll, so I wanted you guys to feel bringing your right shoulder forward so we can start on the left. So then the next part of this combo was 1, 2, 3. So it went 2, 3, 2, double roll, 1, 2, 3. So if you do your roll from the first set, and then you're not changing your shoulder angle, maybe you're coming up here, or you're trying to do this again, it's going to feel awkward to throw that jab up because you just won't have much pop on it because you can't get that rotation. So again, the combo is designed to kind of get you into positions where the punches feel better. So again, that combo was 2, 3, 2, roll, roll, 1, 2, 3, and then rolling from here too. So my energy is going this way, I just roll back on there. Okay, so be careful not to try and pull back. Not that it's wrong, but if you're trying to roll out the way of a hook, and the hook's coming this way, and you come back that way, you're going to meet the hook with twice the amount of power. So if the hook's coming this way, you can roll away from it, and then under it, and then you're on the outside of your opponent. Okay, so that's the 2 combos today. Try them out. See you next week.